So in today's video, we're going to be making a leather bifold. But if you are new to the channel, my name is Tarek. I've been a full-time artisan for many years now, and my work in both leather and knives, like you see behind you, has gone around the world. And this channel is all about those little tips and tricks that'll hopefully help you along in your own artisanal journey. So the first place you want to start is by checking the top side of your leather for any blemishes that you don't want to be on your wallet that you'll be making. But then also remember to check the bottom side of your leather as well for any little nicks or cuts that can sometimes show up in the back of the leather. If you do find any little blemishes or unwanted marks that you don't want on your end product, I'll just use a pen. I'll mark those out. I'll go through my whole hide and mark those out. And when I'm looking at the bottom side of the leather, if there's any little holes or cuts that I don't want to show up later, which can be problematic, once you've cut your pieces, I'll take my awl, I'll stick it through the piece of leather that I'm working with, and then I'll know to mark out that area as well. So I know don't lay up any of my pattern on that area. And then you're ready to go. Then you're ready to take your pattern pieces and start laying them up on your piece of leather. So it may not seem like it, but getting clean cuts is probably one of the most essential skills that you'll be learning to get your leatherwork projects to look really good. You want to start by making sure that the blade that you're using is razor sharp. Sharp knife not only cuts better, but it's safer to use. Secondly, I always use a steel ruler. The reason why I use a steel ruler is it allows the blade to run along that edge. If you're going to use a plastic ruler, the knife edge can dig into that ruler where it'll actually stop, and that's when it has a possibility of damaging the project that you're working on. So I always only use a steel ruler, sharp blade. So this is one of the places that you want to take your time when you're busy on a project, and make sure that the furthest part of the piece of leather that you're going to be cutting to the closest part that you're going to be cutting is exactly on your marked out line. Now another thing what I do when I start cutting, you can see I've moved my fingers and my hands into position that make this incredibly stable. So this ruler is not going to move its position. So as I start cutting and I start to get to where I'm going to be running out of positioning of holding that ruler, I will slide my fingers down. So I'll slide those top fingers down, slide my bottom fingers down. That way it holds the position without moving anything. So I know even with my blade off now, nothing has moved. I can carry on with my cut. And that'll be one side of the outer of the wallet done. So the really nice thing about cutting against a steel ruler is I push that blade up nice and firm against it. So as I'm cutting, my blade is firm up against that ruler, giving me the ultimate precision cut. So that's how I lay up my patterns and how I go about cutting the leather for the projects. Guys, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please give it the thumbs up. And remember to subscribe. I'm going to be carrying on with this project in the next video. So hit the notification bell as well, and you'll be the first one to get that when it goes live. The pattern is available on our website, so if you want to go grab a copy of that, we would really appreciate the support, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.